is going on, guys? Mysterion here.
I'm Deathwish.
And I be Southside.
And that was a terrible intro, but we're going to roll with it. This is the first episode of our podcast. We have no idea what we're going to call it, but we're just going to upload it and call it the fucking podcast episode 1, I guess. So let's go ahead and get into this. This is going to be, sort of a series that we do on whatever channel we upload this to, I guess. I don't know.
Unmade channel that doesn't exist yet.
It's going to be on a channel that doesn't exist yet. The fucking podcast episode 1, not even on a channel that exists yet. Let's go with that. Anyways, we got some topics to throw around here. We got 3 topics going for this, however long it's going to be. First one is obviously what everyone in the fucking news has been talking about. It's the Batman shooting in Colorado. And I think the one that, out of all of us, that knows the most about this is probably Deathwish. He's been, sort of researching it a lot. So we'll hand it off to you. We'll let you set it up.
Okay, so if you don't know, there's this guy, James Holmes. He was in Aurora, Colorado. I think that's how you pronounce it. And he went to the movie theater at midnight, went in during the movie, threw tear gas, and started shooting people. He had an assault rifle, a shotgun, 2 handguns. He was also wearing SWAT team gear. He was prepared for the thing. He had his house booby-trapped. He knew he was going to get caught. And I'm reading a lot of things on the internet, like his motives, and apparently there's prostitution connections now.
Tell him the most interesting thing, though, that we found out not too long ago that was a big deal to us and many people that are, avid 4chan users.
Okay, so this man was on 4chan. Now, the 4chan screenshot, now that I think about it, could have been faked. Someone could have just gone into the page coding and edited the text and made it seem like he faked it. But from what I saw a picture. This was posted on Wednesday, 2 days before the shooting, and he had a picture of the Joker saying, "Why so serious?" And
it seemed legit. It was,
and it seemed legit. The fucking shit. I can't talk. The forum said, "Tired of life, gonna go to Batman at midnight premiere and go kill everyone." And he said he had bought his first assault rifle. I mean, 2 days beforehand, if he had bought his first gun, I don't know. That seems kind of odd to only have 1 gun by then. I don't know. Dude, I don't know. It could be fake for all I know, but that's what I've seen so far.
It's kind of weird, because now people are taking into question whether or not, there should be gun control and stuff like that. It's been blown out of proportion into this political statement now that, and I'm not going to get too much into politics because I don't really care, but, no one's really appreciating the situation for what it is. No one's, looking at it and be like, wow, 12 people just died. And they've, people have come out and said, this is the biggest mass shooting in America since, Columbine, which was, around 20 years ago almost? It was in the 90s. So, I mean, they're putting this out, they're blowing this out of proportion, saying, oh, they're running campaign ads like, this is the reason why, we should have gun control.
It's good that it's getting publicity, but it's getting publicity for the wrong reasons.
Exactly. And I think one of the most fucked up things was, people who say that it was, crime against, certain ethnicities and, someone came out and they're like...
No, this guy went in there with the most saying, hey, I'm fucking gonna kill everyone. He didn't specifically aim for anyone, he just fucking shot everywhere. He almost killed a 3-month-old, sent that to the hospital. Right. Up to, little kids that he killed, and adults. He wasn't going towards a specific race or anything. He didn't want people to see Batman or something.
He shot everybody.
It was
plain and simple.
There's been a lot of negative stories coming out of this, sadly. And recently, I was watching the Philip DeFranco show, and it was mentioned in that that one of the people that were involved in the shooting, they were there when it happened, his friend got shot, and he was suing the... he was going on this, I guess, suing rampage. He was going to sue the film, I guess, the guys, Warner Brothers. Oh, we got a phone call going on here. How professional! No, it's all good. The shooting, anyways. He was gonna This guy was going to sue Warner Brothers. He was going to sue the guy that was apparently giving the doctor that was giving James, the shooter, his medicine, because apparently he was making claim that, someone should have monitored this guy or whatever. And he was also suing the theater because of the fact that no one was guarding those exits. Because I don't know if, I guess we can explain how he even set this up.
He's trying to sue other people for what he did?
Not for what he did.
For letting him, sort of?
What happened was this guy, he was in that theater. His friend got shot in the chest. Now, I can't remember if his friend got killed or if he...
No, his friend died.
His friend died, all right. And so he was going to sue for, I guess, what a post-traumatic stress or something, like having this, dramatic scar and mental image, for the rest of his life. And he felt, that money was going to solve it, I guess. So he was going to sue Warner Brothers because, I guess of the film and how the shooter sort of adapted his personality or his persona, as the Joker and as part of the shooting. He was going to sue the theater because of the fact that no one guards those exits. There's no security guards, whatever, guarding those special exits. You know how in the theaters they have that one in case a fire happens? Well, that's apparently how the shooter, he went in, he was wearing a costume, and he went, I guess, to a theater and then, in one of the rooms, and then exited, left, like, I guess, I don't know, like a shoe or something, left something to open the door, went back to his car, got all his weapons, came back, and then shot everyone up in the lobby or something. I don't know, something like that. And
so I heard he had, like, a second man that had the gear ready for him. I don't know if that's true. I'm hearing several things about it. I mean, there's so much shit that we're hearing about the dude. Like, I'm reading just now, like on TMZ or something, there's a possible prostitute connection saying that he was involved with multiple prostitutes in the months before the movie theater attack, and he's no stranger to like sex websites, and he's been on message boards to like find hooker where he posts reviews about hookers. I don't think
that has anything that pertains to the case.
That has nothing to do with it, but it's kind of funny. Okay.
Funny, but yeah, I don't know. This whole situation's kind of, nothing good has come out of this at all. And I guess I wouldn't expect anything good to come out of it. But it's sad because, like, this regular guy is trying to get money out of things that really have nothing pertaining to him or his case. If anything, condolences should be paid to the families that had people have loved ones die. This guy's just like, I can't deal with, I can understand people being, emotionally scarred for that. And nice burp, by the way, but emotionally scarred by something like that. But I don't know, like, that's something you just go money war about. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think about the whole situation?
He's silly.
He's silly. All right. Danny, what do you think?
Your thought on it, Danny?
I don't know why you'd want to just go shoot up a whole bunch of people just because you're tired of life. Like,
well, then it's like, go take a nap, dude. Like, chill out.
Right. Take a chill pill.
No, like, obviously this guy was not an average dude.
I don't think he was mentally stable.
He was obviously, no one just goes out, he's like, oh, I got my gun today. Better go shoot up some people.
Like, you know what? Oh, I think I'm going to just go shoot up about over 70, whatever it was, people today.
12.
No biggie.
Yeah, shoot up, like, what, I think it was like, around 70 people.
He brought so much ammunition that he could have, like, taken out a fucking entire village if he wanted to. Right. He would have been able to take out the whole city of Frederick with that. Or any city, for that matter. He had so much ammunition on him. He had 90 pounds of ammunition on him.
Yeah, that's great.
He was ready to go in there and just fuck shit up.
You know what I don't understand, though, is that when it comes to the rifle, and people are, arguing this statement, is that it's an AR-15, which is, the civilian version of a rifle that's been used in SWAT teams and even in the military. The AR-15 is very closely related to the M16. Now, what I understand is people that own weapons usually have them for protection or for hunting. But
Mhm.
I don't see an AR-15 being necessary for either, to be honest. You know, I can see a shotgun, I can see a pistol, I can even see a hunting rifle, obviously for hunting. Even for protection, you could use a hunting rifle. But, you know, an AR-15, that's, I think, a semi-automatic rifle. I mean, do you
There,
need to take that many shots at something? You know,
there is a thing going on right now where they're trying to protest to ban assault rifles in the U.S.
right.
And I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really care concerning.
This is America. We need guns.
I'm okay with the pistols and stuff like that, but things that could, you know, essentially potentially kill a lot of people, you know, I mean, any gun could technically kill a lot of people, but
Any gun can
Well,
kill.
if you're gonna just start banning guns like that, I mean,
I think it shouldn't be necessarily banned, but definitely more regulated, at least. I mean, yeah, there's
it should be
some,
regular. Apparently, there's no background checks in when you get a gun in Aurora
right.
or Colorado. That's their state law. There's no background checks, and so I could see how he just got the assault rifle easily. But that should have been regulated where he does have a background check. They make sure you're not some fucking psychopath, and yeah.
I don't know if you would be able to definitely check for something like that, but I'm just saying, like, you know,
You know, just like a history of like,
that's the main
has he been
weapon.
to jail and
Alright, so the Columbine thing, they had, like, I'm pretty sure, like, SMGs and stuff like that prepared for that, pistols and stuff like that, and, like, God damn it, Joey. Anyways,
What?
they had pistols and stuff like that, but, you know, SMGs, like, they had, like, Uzis or something relatively close to an Uzi. I'm like, what purpose does that serve for anyone buying something like that? I can understand gun collectors and stuff like that, but, like, I don't know. Like, certain things shouldn't just be available to the public, necessarily.
even if it's not available to the public, criminals will always find a way to get a hold of it regardless.
Right, right. I don't know.